If we go to the chapter of Al-An'am, we will see what Ibn Ishaq, Ibn Isaac, what he said. What he said about Paul. You will see how much they appreciate him. Let me show you. Garbage in, garbage out. I wish I can get those people in a debate so we can die laughing. Seriously. I wish. But this is why they will not debate me. I mean, you know why they don't debate me, don't you? You know why they want to debate someone like David Wood, as an example. I'm not putting David Wood down, but he's limited in knowledge about Islam, even about the Bible. They are people who don't want to debate you only if you are a person who is limited. Let us go here. Here is Tafsir Ibn Hatim. It says clearly that the names of the first two messengers, it was Sham'un and Yohanna. Sham'un wa Yohanna wa ismu thalith Bulos. And the third one, his name is Paul. This is the book of who? Tafsir Ibn Hatim, Ibn Abi Hatim. This is a great, big name, a Muslim scholar in Islam. And this is Islam Port, as you see, islamport.com. Now, because we did not show you, like we skipped by mistake, the screen was off, I will go back and we will read what other scholars they were saying about this. Alright? This is the book of As-Sirah Nabawiyya, Ibn Hisham. Read with me carefully, please. As-Sirah Nabawiyya, Ibn Hisham. This is a Muslim website, 100%. It says that Ibn Ishaq, he said, and that the Messiah, Isa, the son of Maryam, peace upon him, he sent from his apostle and his followers, which the one who came after, which mean the followers, which mean the one who became a Christians based on the preaching of the apostle, for all the earth. For all the earth. And this will answer the stupid Abdul when they say that Jesus was only sent to the Jews, because Jesus, the Muslim, they will quote for you a verse. Jesus said to the women, like the Canaanite women, I sent to the children of Israel. But they will not tell you that Jesus, he said that I've been sent to the whole world too. First, I came to the people of Israel, because this is the only people who believe in me. But Jesus came for the whole world, not only for the Jews. I was sent to my people, for they are the one who believe in me. It's like, saying to me, well, why you are landing in the airport of Jerusalem? Well, at that time, it was the only airport in the world welcoming me, for they are the only one who believe in God, which is me. So it's very normal to come to my people first. But Jesus said, I have people from around the world. This is why he says, go and teach and preach and baptize in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, the whole world. And here we will see even Ibn Ishaq confirm that the Messiah was not a messenger sent to the Jews only, because here in front of us it says, and read with me carefully if you are a Muslim, Abdul. Actually, you know what? We can copy paste in Google Translation. Just wait. Why we don't do it? Let us copy from here. Go to Google Translation again. All right. Ibn Ishaq said, it was from the resurrection of Jesus, the resurrection of Jesus, son of Mary, peace be upon him, of the apostle and followers who were after them in the land, which means sent all the way to the whole earth. Peter the apostle, and with him Paul was a follower. Do you see it? So the Muslims acknowledge the Messiah as a person who sent apostle to the whole earth. Now, who is the Messiah to send apostle? And those are the Quran mentioned them in chapter 36. The Muslims, they have no answer. But yet they attack Paul left and right. Again, that is based on their ignorance. If we go in the interpretation of Fath al-Bari, Fath al-Bari fi Sharh Sahih al-Bukhari, Fath al-Bari is one of the most important books which explaining al-Bukhari. What Fath al-Bari said. Let us take a look. Actually, let us go before we go to Fath al-Bari. This is the book of Ibn Kathir. It's called تحفة النبلاء من قصص الأنبياء للإمام الحافظ ابن كثير. The book name تحفة النبلاء, like the treasure of the noble, from the stories of the Prophet, by the Imam Hafiz ibn Kathir. قال ابن إسحاق فيما بلغه عن ابن عباس. Ibn Abbas is who? Ibn Abbas is the cousin of the Prophet. And Ka'b, Ibn Abbas, and Ka'b, and Wahab. أنهم قالوا كان لها ملك يسمى أنخيس. There was a king there, he called Ankhis, and he used to worship idols. So Allah, he sent to them 3 messengers. The first one, his name is Sadiq. Sadiq here is a title, which means the truthful. And Saduq is the truth. And Shalom, which means the peace. Those are description. And Qatada said that they were the messengers of the Messiah. And this is exactly what Ibn Jurayj he said. From Wahab ibn Sulaiman and Shu'ayb al-Jaba'i قال اسم الرسولين, reporting from Wahab, son of Sulaiman, reporting from Shu'ayb al-Jaba'i. He said, the names of the first 2 messengers were Simon Sham'un and Yohanna John, and the third was Paulus, which means Paul, and the city was, or the village, it was Antakya, or Antakya. And this is what the Muslims books scholars speak about Paul. Not a single one say one bad word about Paul. So shame on you, Muslims. The copy-paste nation of Ahmad Didat, who speak with no knowledge, who speak with ignorance. And we can show you, by the way, endless interpretation, non-stop. If we go to chapter Yasin, verse number 15 as an example, and read the interpretation, you will see it says the following. I don't know, it's endless, which is amazing actually, which is amazing. Not only the interpretation of the Muslim books speak about Paulus as a messenger of God, is speaking about him as a messenger who do amazing miracles which nobody can do. Read carefully with me. Tafsir Ibn Ashur. This is the official government website of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Take a note, Muslims. This is, let me zoom in the website in the top so you can see the address. Hold on. This is what? This is Quran.ksu.education.sa. This is an official Islamic website of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. This is government website. This is a government university website. Do you see it? So don't tell me you did not see it. Alright, now let us go. What the interpretation here says about Paul, it is something you will not even imagine. It says with the clear words that Paul, he made miracles. How Paul can make miracles if he is this guy, if this guy is saying to us that Paul was a liar, he was a thief, he was a bad person, he fabricated Christianity, he is nowhere to be Christian.
Let me tell you about Paul. What does Islam say about Paul? Islam doesn't, there's no consensus message about Paul. But let me tell you about Paul. Paul is someone on the day of judgment I don't want to be anywhere near.
See, he don't want to be anywhere near, but yet his scholars, they are saying that Paul is an amazing person. Now let us go and see what the scholars of Islam speak about Paul from the Islamic government website of Saudi Arabia. It says the following, and I challenge any Muslim to say I'm not telling the truth. Actually, I will copy, paste. I will copy, paste. Guys, read with me. The Muslims are copying from our Bible supposedly to prove that the Quran is speaking about Paul. ولذلك جاء في سفر أعمال الرسل أن بعض اليونان من أهل مدينة لسترة رأوا معجزة بولس النبي فقالوا بلسان يوناني إن الآلهة تشبهوا بالناس ونزلوا إلينا فكانوا يدعون برنابا زفس وبولس هرمس. Let us read together what does that mean. Read carefully with me. I'm going to copy exactly as in front of you. And I will take it to Google Translation as we did before. Alright? Let us go. Oh boy. Copy, paste. Therefore it is written, let us zoom in. As you see, I'm just copying exactly the text in the front of your eyes. I'm not adding a word, I'm not taking a word. Therefore, it is written in the book of Acts of the apostle that some Greek from the city of Lystra saw the miracles of the prophet Paul. Now listen, here the Muslims is quoting the book of Acts, and yet they are calling Paul Prophet Paul. What he's reporting here, that Paul, he did miracles to prove and to explain the verse in the Quran. He is not saying it's not true. He is taking it to prove the interpretation. And said in Greek, the God resemble people and descend them upon us. So those Greek, according to this scholar, saying that when they saw the miracles of Paul, he must be God, for he is coming in the shape of a man, but yet he can do what God can do. And they called them Barnabas and Paul. He called Paul and Barnabas. You know, you can read the rest. So they wanted to kill them and they wanted to destroy them, and the monk in the city want to kill them, and etc. And supposedly, you know, the story is, to make the story short, Islamic books confirm Paul as a messenger of God. So why Muslims insult the one who is a great messenger in their book? For they are copy paste. Those are ignorant, stupid people who say things they don't even understand. If you go to the chapter 36, verse number 18, you will see that they are asking Paulus to make a miracle. They are asking who? Specifically, the person whose name is Paul, to make a miracle. So what they did, let us see. Let us take this book. التحرير والتنوير. It says the following. Read with me carefully, Abdul. It says, and then those people who which Allah He sent Paul to them, they start asking them, which mean Paul and whoever accompany him, to stop preaching about their religion. And it says to them, لِأَنْ لَمْ تَنْتَهُ لَنَرْجُمُنَّكُمْ. If you did not stop, we are going to kill you by stoning you. And this can be found in the chapter 36, verse number 18. Let us go there. And the people said, for us, we eager an evil omen from you. If you desist not, we will certainly stone you. So they are threatening Paul that they will stone him if he don't stop doing what he is doing. Let us see what the Muslim scholar says about Paul, what Paul he did in return for the threat. They will kill him. Was Paul a coward who ran away? Was Paul a messenger who ran away for his life? Or he was a brave? Let us see what he did. Then it says, those two messengers, after they've been threatened, they came asking Paul for help. وبذلك ألجأوا بولس وبرنابا إلى الخروج من أنطاكية فخرج إلى أيقونية وظهرت كرامة بولس في أيقونية. Let us see what does that mean. After they threatened them that we are going to stone you, those two guys, they went out of the city of Antiochia and they made a miracle. In the place it's called Iconium, which means Lystra. And then they made another miracle in the place it's called Darba. And wherever they go, they do miracles in their way. That is Paul in Islam. So why the Muslims, they say Paul was a bad person? Let us copy paste and go to Google Translation. Paul and Barnabas came out of Antioch and came to Iconium. This is the city of, supposedly the name of the city. And the dignity of Paul appeared. This is not the dignity, by the way. This is the miracles of Paul. The translation is wrong. The miracle of Paul appear in that city, and in that city, and in that city. He's counting how many cities they continue preaching, and they, wherever they go, they persecute them. But yet Paul, he is doing miracles one after one after one. And as you see, this is reported in Muslims' books. This is not from the Christian books. Again, this is the book of At-Tahrir wa Tanwir. You remember the idiot who told me Ibn Ashur nightmare before? The Moroccan guy? Here we go. This is Ibn Ashur. The scholar he liked. He is saying that Paul is a person who did miracles and he is a messenger of God. We can continue. We can show you tons and tons. I will spend the whole day showing you reference. So the question for the stupid, ignorant ones who keep attacking Paul, why you keep saying stupid things against Paul when he is a great messenger for you Muslims? Why? Aren't you ashamed of yourself?